and a Merry Christmas from me at Modz, and thank you for subscribing and being a brilliant subscriber to the channel. And today is just going to be a sort of quick update on where we are with certain builds and basically what's happened over the year. So first of all, I would just like to thank everybody that has subscribed and supported the channel. It's been amazing. We reached this milestone, which we got over 2,000 subscribers. So that was completely amazing. Never when I started the channel did I think I'd get that far. I didn't even think I'd get 10 subscribers, to be perfectly honest with you. But it's been a heck of a year, really. We've started quite a few new builds, and a few builds have had to be stopped. So last year the channel was more sci-fi than it was what we have now. I was doing DeLorean, Ecto 1, Terminator, I think. I was doing all sorts. But for some reason, the sci-fi just wasn't being popular on the channel. It just wasn't what people wanted to watch. People wanted to watch like the Spitfire and stuff. So we start the channel not as with all the Star Wars memorabilia up there, but now a lot of Titanic stuff. Yeah, it's been a bit of a sad year, obviously, with Eagle Moss going, and obviously everything came to a halt. We came to a halt with the Ecto 1. Luckily, thanks to Ian at Partwork Upgrades, I have got all the pieces to finish that. I just need to find the time to flip it back over and just go through the electrics because something wasn't quite right with it, and I really need to have a look at that. That's the reason why I haven't got that model finished yet. Then it's going to be a state of getting everything primed, everything painted, and everything built, and finishing off that model. So that's with the Ecto 1. Now with the DeLorean, that again was another Eagle Moss build. I've got up to stages 94, 91 will be the next one. But to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't really looked at that since the Eagle Moss going out of business, because 91 is putting two halves of the car together, and I want to know if it's going to be worth putting two halves of the car together. So I want to know if the exterior is going to be worth putting on the interior, and I can finish that build. I am determined to finish it, but I just don't know what the future lies for that model. Now, the wooden Titanic, again, I don't think I'm ever going to finish that, and it's a shame because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with the wood, taking my time and bits and pieces, but I think if that is going to be offered to me, I think I'm probably going to leave it on the fence, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think that's going to be brought back. I really don't. Even though I'm so far into it, I just don't think that's going to be brought back, you know, to complete that. We weren't that far into it, but we were far into it, and it has cost money to have a ship that you just can't complete. So, you know. So we have had some new builds this year. So obviously the one is the Hachette stroke Agora Titanic that I'm loving. To tell you the truth, I was always a Titanic fan. Now, this isn't from the movie or anything like that. I love the film Raise the Titanic, and I've studied it ever since she was discovered by Rob Ballard in the 80s. And I got my first ever, I looked in the library and got a book of the Titanic with all the pictures. And from that date, I was absolutely fascinated by it. And I kind of sort of didn't study it for a while. But by doing that ship, it has brought my passion back for Titanic. It's something I'm really knowledgeable about. It's something I've studied, I've got books, I've got all sorts. So I would kind of want to say thank you, Hachette and Agora, for reigniting my passion in the Titanic, because it's something I loved and I forgot how much I loved it. And it just got buried along the way. But with everything happening, it is just ignited something in me that I lost. We are doing quite a lot of modifications to the Titanic. I was going to do two. I was going to do a stock one and I was going to do a modded one, and by the end of it, we could compare the stock and the modded one. Unfortunately, things with the newsagents, things in the UK, which aren't great, the newsagents one just couldn't get the issues in. I don't think they were very up to doing that. I don't think many people have ever requested that from my shop, but they just weren't coming in at all. So I had to start relying on my subscription. So we're only doing the one Titanic, but it's still an awesome build. It really is. Even though it's been modified a heck of a lot, it's still a fantastic build. I've got to give it that. So that leaves us next to the Miura. Now, the Lamborghini Miura. That is a fantastic build. I'm so glad I started that. I was on the fence for it when Eagle Moss shut up shop. So obviously I could transfer funds from Eagle Moss to different builds, and again it's a lovely build, and Agora have never let me down on that one. They've always supplied the parts, and yeah, I'm really lucky to be doing that one. And that was a fan request, so I did do a survey on what should I build next, and the Lamborghini Miura won. And I'm so glad I'm doing it because the detail is just out of this world. Now, the Bismarck. The Bismarck, I've got to say, was a bit of a love-hate relationship with me. I started it with the best intentions. I started it, because I wanted to do something that detailed. But because of my health and mobility problems and my fine motor skills, I just couldn't do it. I had to admit defeat. I just couldn't do the build. It was just too difficult. I give my hat off to anybody who has built that model because it is not easy. I had about 40 odd issues backlogged on that build because every time I went to do it, my hands would start shaking badly, and it's like I feared it. So I reached out to a fellow modeller, a fantastic modeller actually, John builds iconic military models. I'm going to say mansions then for some reason, but I don't know why. And he basically, I asked him, look, could you build this for me? I'll get all the rest of the packs sent to you, but could you build this ship for me? I just couldn't do it. Luckily, he agreed. He came down. He collected the ship. We had a fantastic day. Here's a photo of us on that day. And yeah, he's agreed to do this model for me, which is brilliant. And I'll get an absolutely fantastic model when he's finished with it. And I know that he's a fantastic shipbuilder. He's a fantastic modeler, and he's probably going to do it better than what I would have done. Another new build would be the Rossi bike. The Rossi bike is coming along. We had to wait for pack 3 of that. None of us could actually continue with that bike because pack 3 was out of stock. Apparently Model Space said they didn't realise the popularity of a build. So we had to wait a few months for pack 3. We got pack 3, so we are able to continue to the build. Got up to about issue 21 on the Rossi bike, so there's quite a lot to do. And I think I've just done issue 7 as well, so there is room there. Camper van. The camper van, I'm loving, but I'm also a little bit on it. It'll be a fantastic model once it's built, and I know I've got times to come where it's going to be difficult, but we're hardly doing anything on the camper van, and I kind of get a little bit frustrated when they send you parts for an issue and you do nothing with them. You just literally store them away. It kind of, you don't do the build, and it's all about the build for me. That's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy building. I enjoy finishing the models and looking at them. I still look at my R2-D2 and my Millennium Falcon and X-Wing and all the models that I finished, and I still look at them thinking, oh, how the heck did I do that? But that's just me. But yeah, it's going to be a lovely model once it's finished. It's just getting into the nitty gritty of it. So that's more or less where we are with all the builds that have been on the channel this year. Obviously, we've had to say goodbye to some, unfortunately, because of the situation with Eaglemoss. I don't know how things are going to pan out in the future with that. I know there was loads of issues that were printed and stuff, so I'm fingers crossed that I can finish that build. I want to finish that build. I want to get it done, and I want to get it back. I want to get it up to the railroad, you know, the Back to the Future 3, because that is one of my favourite movies from the all three of them is Back to the Future 3. I don't know why, but it just is. So I'm determined, hopefully next year, to get that model finished. I will nowhere be paying extraordinary prices on eBay for parts. It is ridiculous the amount that's going on. One of the other models we finished this year was the Spitfire, and what a headache that turned out to be. Massive, massive headache. We were never really tested much on that Spitfire. We were given a test board, test LEDs, LEDs light up, do motors. Do the motors work? No. We didn't get to test that build as we were doing it. And it's, I tell you the truth, looking at it, it's downstairs on display. It's an absolutely fantastic standalone model. But the electrics are what I would call a bit to be desired. In that sense of, you know, we were given a model with all bells and whistles on, and things went wrong in the end. We had troubles with the landing gear. Obviously, we couldn't test the landing gear, so we had problems with the landing gear and the cable breaking. Again, that's something that Horlick stressed about, and what he went through with his is just no way to finish a model. Basically, yeah, I've still got problems with mine. The problems is I need to replace the landing gear wire in order for that to work. And I also need to replace the circuit board in the base because mine has become faulty. To the point it's literally crashing. The prop is spinning and then it goes down into a weird angle and it stops the prop from working. So I've still got to work on mine and get it up to back up and working again. Yes, it's something I've got to address, but it's not an urgent thing. It's still a beautiful standalone model. At the moment, really, because that base is so big, I can't really get to it because we've got loads of Christmas decorations around it and Christmas cards and lights and bits and pieces. But that is, again, something I'm going to work on in the near future. I haven't even done the finishing video for that model because it stopped working properly. I mean, everything was coming on, but the circuit board in the base was just, it became faulty in the end, and doing a full flight with it, it would damage itself. So, yeah, I think the thing to sort of say to that one is I wished Hachette would have listened to the people that were subscribed or getting it from the shop, listening to us instead of listening to others. We were the guys that were on the ground. We were the guys that were building this model, and they denied responsibility for it not working. Now, some people have got refunds, and it's not something I wanted to go down. I paid up. I mean, I paid even for all the diorama stuff. And when it started to go wrong, I phoned Hachette. I said, look, this is going wrong. Well, can you please send a video of it going wrong? And it was like, no, I don't even want to switch that model on until it's sorted. You know, you are asking me to literally switch it on with it being faulty, record a video of it destroying itself so you can have validation that there's something wrong with it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I know what's wrong with it. I know what issue number needs to be replaced. Please send me that issue number, which they did eventually. But come on, how do you want me to record something that's going to break just so you can have validation that it's faulty? Yeah. So, no, I didn't send them a video. I said I need issue 100. I need the base circuit board for it. And luckily, they sent it out to me. Horlick sent me a wire, which was fantastic to fix a landing gear. But I've got to open the whole thing up again and get in there. And I am just not looking forward to that at all. So, yeah, that's basically the story on the Spitfire. Going into 2023, I haven't got plans to start any new models, I don't think. There are a few that take my fancy, but I'm not going to say what they are at this time. But there are a few out there that I'm kind of, yeah. I'm kind of itching to do them, but I couldn't probably start anything until the Bismarck is finished, and that's not going to be till the summer of next year. So, you know, it's one of them things. You can only spread your budget as much as you can, and my budget is limited to what I'm doing at the moment. So when the Bismarck finishes, yes, I'm going to have a look into another new model. But at the moment, it's not something that I really want to go down that road on. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a catch-up. It was just sort of a way of saying what's been going on over the last year. I've had major dental work done this year as well. I do have my replacement teeth now. I'm just trying to get used to them. It's not an easy thing to do, is to put something foreign in your mouth and get used to it. So that's why sometimes, like now, I'm doing a video and I ain't got my teeth in. But I can literally say I can put my teeth in now. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's been a massive year. Somebody else that I met this year was Dave Mack. And picture coming on the screen now. And yeah, it was a fantastic day. He brought me some Titanic goodies, which was absolutely brilliant. And yeah, we finally met up. And I enjoy meeting up with the fellow YouTubing group. You know, it's something, you see them, but to meet up in person, it's a different feeling. We also have all the Northern Model Builders as well group. We're all really good friends. We all love a laugh. That's just the way we are. Here's a couple of pictures of us over the last year, just completely and utterly having a laugh. And yeah, we really do enjoy each other's company, and we love the bones out of each other. We really do. Other people we've met this year as well was the HTM group, the Hobby Time modelers over the pond. They are a great laugh, a real great laugh, and it's been so privileged to connect with them guys and to enjoy going into their live streams and enjoy speaking to them. It's yeah, it's weird how we compare USA to Britain, or Britain to USA, basically. But yeah, so it's been a very different year this year, from going from sci-fi to where the channel is going now, and I'm hoping it's going in the right direction. And it's thanks to you guys for subscribing and for watching the videos. It's a privilege to make them. It's a privilege to do the models. It's something in my life I thought I never really would have done, is doing these models on camera on YouTube. But it's so much fun. And I think when it stops becoming fun, I think that's when you kind of need to step away from things. It's still fun to me, guys. Don't worry. It is really still fun for me. But I just wanted to do a Merry Christmas. And yeah, let's see what 2023 comes up. Because if it's anything like 2022, anything could happen. Anyway, if you like this video, please can give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now. Alright, that should be better. Is it? I don't know. I'm just rambling. I just ramble. One, two, three, four. Hello all and welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods and I'm somehow lagging. What's causing me to lag? Shut that down. That shouldn't cause a lag. Okay. Hello all and a Merry Christmas from everybody here at Mark's... Why am I saying everybody here? It's just me. What? What? One, two, three, four.